is coming out of Hong Kong. So I'm just waiting to see what's happening there with Geldorf at Hawkesbury. I don't think they've captured it yet. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's the market again. The Toppy must be a good chance. Well, in fact, David Hayes has 3 horses in this, and this is one of them. All Thrills 2 is at $5.90. Then to Charming City at $10. And this may have been put back actually, because from that it won't go till about 5 past. Okay, we'll try and find out about that. Firebolt at $1.70, and let's look further over here. Tenacity's the other one in the market, and it's now at $8.50. Now this horse is out at Hawkesbury, late scratching now, and that is Geldorf. So number 8 out support. It's coming to $5.50. Good second at its most recent start. Barnwell now at $9.60, and then down to Tertian's Doll at $9.60. Into the start now for the running of the Chairman's Sprint. So let's take you now to Sha Tin Racecourse.
Seems a bit silly, but I went 6, 1 and 3. All Thrills 2 second, and Charming City 3rd.
Yeah, I ended up going exactly the same way as you there, David. Firebolt really does look to be unopposable from barrier number 1. Whether he's held his form or even improved from that first up run here in Hong Kong. He was assessed at 104 off the ratings when he arrived. The handicapper gave him 20 for that success, winning in open company first up. He kept kicking strongly at the end of the 1,000 metres, and his UK form when he raced under the name of Velata was quite strong over 1,200 metres. So given that he's drawn barrier 1, his high rating, he's beaten these 2 horses before, All Thrills 2 and Charming City. It's really hard to find a valid reason how All Thrills 2 or Charming City can turn it around on him today, despite the step up in distance to the 1,200 metres. All Thrills 2's won over it on 2 occasions. His last run over 1,200 metres, he has switched his distances a fair bit, with David Hayes in 2 minds exactly where to target this horse. You saw him go around in the Champions Mile behind Olympic Express when he was being touted as a Derby prospect, but then immediately switched back to 1,000 metres 3 weeks later when he chased home Firebolt. So he's back under the sprinting preparation now, All Thrills 2, and one of the 3 runners engaged here by David Hayes, but one of the 2 chances primarily, with Prime Witness looking to be well below his best at the moment.
Okay, Darren Flindell and David Raphael there in Hong Kong at Sha Tin. We'll be back there shortly for the running of the Chairman's Sprint. Now, the final event at Devonport coming up with something...
Horse who looks incredible, has looked incredible for the majority of this season. He just seems to be a bit of a light of other days. However, he's had excuses on 1 or 2 occasions. He doesn't like cutting the ground. He will appreciate the fast ground here this afternoon. It's just a question of whether he can roll the clock back, but that's what he's got to do to come up trumps this afternoon.
The last time he got the fast ground here over 1,200 metres was his best run this season.
Let's hope this can be his second one then.
OK, let's take you to David now for the Chairman's Sprint Prize for 2002.
Yes, one of our feature sprint events in the final leg of our Champion Sprint Series. 2 horses alive for the $800,000 bonus. One of them just loaded, Charming City, and the other one, Firebolt, is standing up down on the inside stall of 1. Citizen Kane, a front runner, goes forward. Best of the best loads in. It's 1.7 for Firebolt. He's the new recruit to Hong Kong. He was so good first up over the 1,000. And our class is in with Prime Witness. He flew one day here and equalled the record that had stood for so long. And he's to move up. 17 on the big board for number 6, Firebolt. That's 1.7. 3.9 for number 1, All Thrills 2. Bet down from 43. That's with 18.5 million in the pool. All in. Ready. We're ready to rumble. And racing. Charming City flew the start. Solid Contact began well, and Tenacity began nicely. Out wide, a Cliffhanger began fairly, and the favourite Firebolt dwelt. He's behind the speed. Now here's the pressure. Prime Witness going over our class in the middle. Charming City will hand up. Wise Move. Out 3 wide, trying to get over in 4. Cliffhanger. He's still pushing on. Behind them, Solid Contact, Tenacity, and Citizen Kane deeper with cover. From Plenty Firebolt. Further back in the field, Triple Espresso. Our class back to second last. He's deeper, and Best of the Best Metropolis last of all. Prime Witness, Our Class lead together. In third position, Cliffhanger as they run the 600. Charming City travels well. Tenacity 4, Citizen Kane 5. Solid Contact back in between them. Plenty. All Thrills 2 deeper. Firebolt strung up between horses. Best of the best back to the inside. Triple Expresso last, 350 out. Charming City's trotting, raced up, went to the front. Our Class tries hard. Out wide a Cliffhanger. Firebolt's getting through. He's giving the lead a 5 and All Thrills 2 staying on. Charming City, the little red, kicked away. He's got a big lead at the 200. He's home. Firebolt, All Thrills 2 trying hard. Prime Witness hard. Charming City claims the bonus, wins 2 legs of the series by 5. All Thrills 2 second. In third, Firebolt. Next, Prime Witness. A break to Solid Contact. Our Class. Back in between runners, Triple Expresso. He battled fairly with Citizen Kane. Cliffhanger couldn't go on from Tenacity. Best of the best. And Plenty has run last of all. A big win for Dwayne Dunn. Charming City, he had the gun run from the good gate. I suppose when you looked at it, you thought Firebolt would run the gate and be right there, and maybe Charming City might have to give Firebolt a start. But once Firebolt was off the speed, the race changed complexion and Charming City was in the right position. All Dwayne had to do was get the right run at the right time, and it came at the top of the straight. They started to fan a bit, and a great close-up shot of Dwayne Dunn, this great rider from South Australia, riding hard and winning a big prize. A winner's cheque of $2.5 million, a bonus of $800,000. And Dwayne Dunn wins one of the big events, one of the big sprint races here in Hong Kong. 3-1-6. Number 3, Charming City first. 1 All Thrills 2, looped the field, raced hard, and Firebolt got out late and came home in third. Charming City flew the...
Well, NZ, of course, Shane, but David Hayes, the Quinella, and Firebolt, the favourite, getting third. The Quinella, $17, $52.50 the exacta, and the trifecta, $70.60, after the running of the Chairman's Sprint, the first of the big races from Sha Tin. Protesters being...
And Charming City there, trained by David Hayes. That's the camera on the inside of the track there. There's Dwayne just sitting beautifully in the saddle there as they prepare for a start at Wangaratta, by the way. We're looking at Dwayne Dunn on board. Number 3, Charming City, winning quite impressively there as he goes to the line, waves to the crowd after he hits the post and to the cameras and everybody around him. That would be a very, very big moment for Dwayne Dunn, of course, a jockey that we know so well in Australia, domiciled in South Australia, spending a bit of time in Hong Kong. All right, now, Wangaratta race number 1. Sail green right now, in actual fact. Number 3, a very, very prominent grey. And it's showing it in Hong Kong, $109 there. They work in $2 units. Now, the other one there is number 6, South China 90 at $10. Eric Legree is on number 7. Medic Corpse at $10. Fortune Life at $12 for Yves St Martin. $15 for Premier Speed for David White. And it's a good race coming up, the 6th event due in 8 from now. They're mounting the horses there. There's number 4, which is Smiling Forest. And the horse Smiling Forest at its last start finished 4th. A little bit slow to muster apparently, but you can see the nice prominent white blaze on that horse's right-hand side there. Don't know whether it hit the running rail. Got a bit of splash of white paint on it by the looks of things, but it's not. It's a marking. Now, race 3, Hobart, Really Mal's at $2.20. Actually, would you believe that's Top Light number 11 there? And Top Light number 11... it's 7 years of age, this one, and by Last Tycoon. Now, sire of Capstar, this one, or rather, Capstar was the sire of Dandy Bunny, and we will check further news on that horse. I think the horse is to be ridden by Michael Carl. Eric Legree actually on board today, all right. And that is $90 on the tote, so it's a big odds. Toy Mark for Shane Dye, we all know him, don't we? $3.10 for number 1, Toy Mark. And John Size, the trainer. $35 for Corajoso for Dwayne Dunn, who's trying to ride a double. He rode the previous winner. Strong Heart's a grey horse. We saw it a bit earlier. It's 26-1. 18 Smiling Forest, $5.30 for Cheeky. South China 90s at $11. And then we go to 90 Dandy Bunny winning combos at $23. $7.60 Medic Corp, $9 Fortune Life. And Premier Speed at $9.60. There's about $23,000 in the win pool there on race number 5, in fact race 6 from Sha Tin. Now updating Wangaratta and Pandora's next at $7.80, Likely Remark at $7.20. What else have we got? $13 about Good Alphoria 14, Julie's Equities at $3. And then out to 3.30 for number 10, Albert Rayner for the second at Wangaratta. Now, 3, 5 and 2 at sale on the third event. Trifecta $348 on race number 3 at sale. Briar Gals at $28.70 and $6 the winner. Our next race will be from Sha-Tin, 2, 3, 5 and 12. We might head there actually for our coverage for this next event, race number 6. Toy mark for Shane Dye's the favourite.
Weighed in is declared. There was a report from an earlier race. Simon Yim's had a mixed day.
An interesting one. Very interesting one.
Well, it's always interesting when the stewards take the initiative of putting the inquiry sign up that a rider would not therefore go ahead and object.
Yeah, I've got to say that's the way it's been most of the time here. When that inquiry sign is up, the job's basically done for them to get it into the room and to get it heard. But obviously, as you've alluded, there's a couple of different sections of ruling and such as that where the hearing is heard. But the bottom line is the stewards looked at it, the decision was made and the position was reversed.
Don't know what to make of this horse here, David. Premier Speed.
Naughty.
Naughty, yes, like a few others around.
He's not as bad as Bacchus,
No.
because Bacchus was so bad the way he sort of ran off and wanted to do it. There's two things with Premier Speed. When Eric Saint-Martin rode him, he basically let him go wide around the corner, let him run off. He still got home so hard. When Douglas rode him last time, Douglas forced him to hold a prominent position and forced him to go straight. He probably didn't get home as well. So maybe Douglas this time is going to try and just dance the wire a little bit with him and try and keep him going forward more than fighting with him to get him to go straight.
In some respects, perhaps the outside draw might be a blessing with him.
True. I mean, when Douglas rode him, he was drawn in the middle. I think it was 6 or 7. In fact, it was barrier 4. And it was when Eric rode him, he was in gate 6. But Eric let him drop out and came around everything. He didn't have a horse outside him.
They're backing this for plenty as well, Premier Speed.
Yeah,
down to 36.
5.3 was the price earlier, and it's not a surprise because if you did like Premier Speed, the 5.3 was a good dividend. I've got to say, I'd be a little bit cautious. Not knowing, maybe the stable has said we've sorted out his problems and he's going to run true. But from the stands watching, I am a little bit cautious about heavily win betting here.
There's been a few worrying horses today that have gone out outright favourites, and Supreme Star was one of those. And this has come down to a rather short quote now. Premier Speed at 3.5 through erraticness. He lost second position last time against South China 90. The top one, Toy Mark, is now 9.7. Coraggioso opened short, but he's got right out in the betting, 8.9. The David Hayes stable have been well supported in the first two races today. Dongwan Excels and Poem Win were both substantially supported, but both missed out as it turned out. Strong Heart is out to 120. Horse 5, Smiling Forest, 160. Cheeky at 55. Number 6, South China 90 at 97. Dandy Bunny at big price. Win-Win Combo out to 25 to 1. 9 Medicore's been quite tight at 6.8, basically unchanged in the market. Fortune Life at 20 to 1. 100 to 1 about Top Light. Premier Speed, they keep backing down to $34. Watch Me Win 650 and 14 Telecom Babe at 561. Well, since Coraggioso did things wrong last time, David Hayes has put a shadow roll on him and also a Norton bit, just bearing in mind that he did fire up and he did have a tendency to hang. So we'll see what bearing the Norton bit has aboard him here today. He's drawn barrier 8. He was used for speed last time, as opposed to his previous run over the 1,400 metres when he came from off the pace. He won 2 races in Australia, Coraggioso. He raced his facility there, and both his wins were on soft ground. So perhaps that might be a slight concern here today, given the firm nature of the track. But his Australian wins were at Geelong over 1,200 metres on soft going and at Moonee Valley over a mile, also on soft going in August of 2001. OK, Cheeky is still at 5.5. The top one, Toy Mark, at 9.7. It's a good race, the last leg of today's triple trio. There's only $1,570 left in the till from that opening or that final pool of around 63 million. Let's take it to David now for the call.
Yes, there's only a few to load up for the Audemars Piguet Metropolis handicap. 1,400 is the distance. And the heavily supported favourite is number 12, Premier Speed, Freddie Lowe and Douglas White. And the last couple are moving in. They're coming in nicely. $56 for Cheeky. He's down from 59 earlier for Dettori, who's taking the ride on him. Premier Speed is the $32 favourite, though. Medicor's also been well supported. 71 a little while ago. He's now $63 with 23 million in the pool. All in. Flag is up. And they're racing. Strong Heart began well. He's restrained. Medicor bounced nicely. Fortune Life gathering speed. And South China 90 trying to get over. Smiling Forest right in the middle. And Watch Me Win getting over. And Strong Heart fades back off them. Premier Speed midfield deeper. Off the inside, Tadacom Babe. He's got in midfield. Has cover. Toy Mark under him. And Cheeky slides up outside them. From Win-Win Combo, Corajoso, Top Light, and in the middle, Dandy Bunny. 1,000 to go, Fortune Life in front. Premier Speed goes up to his girth in second today. Medicor third behind them. South China 90 gets covered 4. Not Watch Me Win. He's caught out 3 deep. Smiling Forest behind them. Back in between runners, Strong Heart, about 6 off the lead. Cheeky goes by him. Top Light's wider pushing on. Toy Mark shuffled back a bit now. From Tadacom Babe out wider, trying to come on Win-Win Combo. Corajoso, the rail, and Dandy Bunny last. They spin the bend. 500 to go. Fortune Life ahead to Premier Speed. Watch Me Win outside it, laying off a bit. Top Light pushed wider. South China 90's going to get the run in a moment. Medicor to the inside. Cheeky angles out. Win-Win Combo deeper. Smiling Forest, South China 90 behind them. Premier Speed in front. He's on one rein. He's got half a length break. Medicor's up. He's inside coming at him. Cheeky staying on. Toy Mark's weaving through, angling off the heels. Medicor rallies. Premier Speed in front. Toy Mark's coming at him. Shane Dye riding hard. Toy Mark goes to the lead. Medicor rallies. Premier Speed can't go on. Great ride. 10 out of 10 Dye. Toy Mark by half a length. Medicor second. Premier Speed third, and Cheeky stayed on 4. Next in Smiling Forest, Win-Win Combo. Strong Heart, Tadacom Babe, Watch Me Win, South China 90. Back to the inside, Fortune Life.
Like Remark quickly going up on the outside once again as they travel down the...
And there he is. He knows a bit more about Hong Kong these days. He's been there for a little while, and there he is, just sorting that horse through to win quite impressively. There's John Size, the trainer there with the jacket on, and I can tell you what, he'd be pretty happy with himself as well. Half a length was the winning margin there, and that was after race number 6. The race was over 1,400 metres, and all clear, by the way, goes through at Wangaratta. I wonder if they know that in Hong Kong, that the all clears through at Wangaratta and the side of the boxes at Sale. Anyway, there's Shane Dye coming back there after a very, very good win. You can see the buildings in the background there. Sha Tin's a magnificent looking complex. As Shane comes back to scale there. Some happy owners there will greet him after he comes back. This is big time racing, international racing at Hong Kong, and the Queen Elizabeth II Cup coming up pretty soon. There he is, a face that is very familiar to all of us here in Australia. There's John Size and Shane Dye and all the happy owners and connections there after that very good win on the A course at Sha Tin. Shane will go and weigh in, and then he will come back out and get the photos taken with the horse and all the connections. There's a look at the head-on shot after the start there. He had the inside gate, Shane Dye, and he just kept the horse on the fence, didn't cover 1 inch of extra ground. It was a superlative ride. All right, now Leeton coming up in a few moments' time as well, and we'll have a look at the form there in just a moment. Hamilton Cha 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 is a pretty good type. At $2 neat, it is showing on Super Tab. $4.40 for number 4, Shoe Shine. Netherby Dies at $6.50. I believe they might be racing there. Yes, indeed they are. I can hear them racing. We won't be able to see them, but folks, take it easy.
Getting back in the field in back.
Age coming from gate number 8, Red Pepper. It's the favourite, and pretty good performance when running second behind Super Molly last start. Now let's go to Wangaratta for race number Sha Tin. Race number 7 though is next. There's Shane Dye, who rode the previous winner. And he is on board the top weight. No, he's not. He's on board. We'll check out what Shane's riding in just a second there. Now, Asia Rising's at 25. Billion Wins at 109. Dynamite. We know this horse at $19. Trained by David Hayes. Goggles at 15. Good record. Is at 30 to 1. Happy Momentum's at 31. It ran a very good race last start. Happy Momentum. In fact, it ran second behind Red Pepper, who's one of the favourites for the race. Jeune King Prawn at $9.30. Man of Honour's at $14. Ivan Allen trains Man of Honour. And to be ridden by Frankie Dettori today. Meridian Star is showing at 32. Monard's 43. Red Pepper at $3.50. Red Sun 13. Now score is Shane Dye's Mount, number 13 at $6.40. Thank heavens at $4.90. Now just check that scene out there at Sha Tin. And it's an absolutely magnificent operation they've got going there, isn't it? They've got the colours there on the the grass in front of the grandstand. There's a sale market. 260 for number 8, Sunny Side Up, and number 2, which has not given much chance in the race. In fact, Billion Win has had a couple of pretty ordinary performances as its last couple of starts. Not given much of a hope for Michael Carter, a regular race rider on Sky Channel. Let's go from the glitz and glamour of Hong Kong to the glitz and glamour of Leeton, race number 3. Skip's Daughter is at $2.20, Inverell at $2.70. All right, talking about glitz and glamour, let's head off to Sale for race number 5, and the favourite here is Sunny Side Up. Let's head there for the 5th.
It's pretty short, Nick, Sunny Side Up. He started his career by winning a couple on the track in pretty smart time.
10 now, they're close, race number 7.
As Asia Rising comes in, the South African bred. They're bred in Australia here, New Zealand, Ireland, South Africa, and even an Argentinian runner. Monards is in. So they're loading well. $23 for Red Pepper. He's trying to win this again. And the last couple moving up. Good record, one of them. He, in fact, is last. All in. Flag up. Ready. And racing. Slow to go, Goggles. He's out the back. Red Pepper and a lot of speed. Red Sun began well, but Man of Honor going over. Scores gathering speed, and Monards pushed on. Jeune King Prawn right in the middle, and Billion Win between them, and Good Record deeper trying to get a spot. Dynamite just off them from Red Sun. Happy Momentum drifting back on the rail. Thank Heavens gets off the fence. Goggles goes under him from Red Pepper. Asia Rising. Meridian Star is last. 1200 to go. Red Pepper leads. I should say Man of Honor leads by half a length. Going up second, Monards. Billion Win third in the centre, easing for cover. Red Sun behind them and out wider trying to get around the field. Good Record. He's had no luck early. Dynamite in the middle, and Jeune King Prawn travels okay in the centre. Goggles on the fence from Happy Momentum. Meridian Star on the rail from Thank Heavens off the back. A length Asia Rising. Red Pepper back second last at the 800. Outside him is Score, and together they're 12 off the leader. Man of Honor by half a length to Monards. Red Sun travels well in third. Out wide, Good Record's done it tough, but he's still hanging on there. In the middle, Billion Win. Jeune King Prawn follows deeper. Goggles only 4 off the front today. Dynamite between runners, push to pick up from Happy Momentum. Back to the inside, Thank Heavens. Red Pepper needs lucky, needs to sprout wings. 300 to go, Monards in front. Red Sun comes out. Red Pepper's getting through, staying on. Meridian Star comes on. Here's Jeune King Prawn, pulls to the outside, and Thank Heavens coming through. Meridian Star going to Red Sun. Jeune King Prawn at them. Red Pepper stays hard. Thank Heavens battles. Jeune King Prawn the outside. Meridian Star. Red Pepper coming back on the rail. Jeune King Prawn in front. Red Pepper with a late lunge. Jeune King Prawn bobbed and won. Jeune King Prawn beat Red Pepper. Meridian Star third, and in the middle, Red Sun 4. Thank Heavens next, followed by Goggles, Dynamite, Asia Rising, further back, Happy Momentum, Billion Win, Score, and Monards is knocked up. Good Record pulls up short with Man of Honor at the tail of the field. It's a photo finish. Don't burn tickets. It's a heads up, heads down decision. But Jeune King Prawn...
Well, I don't know about Jeune King Prawn getting it. It's pretty close, isn't it? This one here's dived on the fence, and I reckon, oh, gee, well, it's so close, it's just unbelievable. Don't burn tickets was the call, and that's exactly what you shouldn't be doing, or should be doing, not burning them. All right, now we'll have that result for you very, very shortly. It's very close. Maybe number 7, Jeune King Prawn, who is by Danehill. Moving up at Leeton race 3. We do thank Leeton, by the way, for holding on for that $1 million race there in Sha Tin. In fact, make it about 4.5 in Hong Kong, so we do thank them for that, for holding on there at Leeton. Now, I'll just tell you who's won this race at Hong Kong. I think the 7's got it. I think Jeune King Prawn has won it. Yep, it'll win at number 7. If you've got a ticket with Jeune King Prawn on it, you'll get the prize. It'll be 7, 11 and 9. Now, let's go to Leeton.
Jump race to the winning post complete too. They're on their way too, and gee, it was a lovely...
Final leg of last year's championship, 2001 Hong Kong champion Angus Digital did a pretty good 1,200 metre fast sprint the other morning. Asian Preston, the Hong Kong mile winner in December, impressed work watchers with his fast breeze over 1,200 metres on the turf during the week as well. And Universal Prince, the Condition of Australia's runner Universal Prince, is very pleasing to his connections. Trainer Bede Murray, responsible for more than 1,500 winners throughout his career, said his weight is exactly the same as it was when he won the AJC Derby. So that's terrific news. A turf workout was planned for Universal Prince during the week, and it worked out okay as well. All right, now there's the previous winner at Sha Tin. and that was number 7, which was Jeune King Prawn. And Jeune King Prawn and the one on the fence there, the grey horse, Red Pepper getting through. And there's the finish there, just on the line. You can see there that Red Pepper just missed getting the leader, which was a very good win, Jeune King Prawn. Some wonderful racing there at Hong Kong this afternoon, and the best is yet to come. $14 million, Hong Kong, the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, an international Group 1 race. Now, Wangaratta, race number 4, full start, first time round. It's other connections there. And tell you what, it's a great deal smaller than the one the lady got. And here's the rider, of course. Well, he gets a middle-sized one. That's not too bad, I suppose. All right, now race number 4 at Wangaratta. They're pretty close to a start. Let's take you there right now.
Okay, Nick, the problem was with number 2, Unfinished Business. The cart...
7, 11 and 9, there are the dividends on race 7 at Char 10. They're official now. Correct weight is there. Now, very shortly, we've got...
Join us for Inside Race.
Another couple of days to organise that horse's performance. This was going back on Thursday, they said, and they'll have a canter on the all-weather surface, which they did on Friday, which worked out quite well. So we're number 1, looking in pretty good fettle there, and one of the favourites in this big race coming up from Hong Kong. Now, number 3 in the race is Elshin Preston, the Hong Kong mile winner in December. Impressed work with his very good 1,200 metre sprint on the turf on Wednesday. The 1999 JRA champion juvenile steps up to 2,000 metres for the first time today. The 1999 JR champion juvenile steps up to 2,000 metres. That's the horse on screen there right now. That's for the first time he steps up to 2,000 today. Exercise rider Kazu Fujiwara had no concerns about the distance. Apparently the horse went pretty well underneath him the other day at track work, and he'll be carrying the black and the red colours. So there's just a couple of the top chances there. Angus Digital, number 1, and Asian Preston, number 3. Number 8 in the race is a horse that you might not know a lot about. It's called Okawango. And Okawango, looking at its form, it hasn't had an awful lot of lifetime starts. In fact, hasn't won an awful lot of money either. It's only had 1 or 2 starts, this one, Okawango. It's only 4 years of age, lightly raced by King Mambo, sire King Mambo, which we don't know an awful lot about here. So it might be the dark horse in the race, that one. All right, now Leeton race 4 is in 4 minutes from now. Playboy Sister 210, Mandalay Bay 440, Lowbell Line 610, Cyrus the Virus at $8.60. Now Hobart race 6, they are moving up, not really, is at $1.40. The tote favourite ahead of the Little Fella at $5.80. 13 for Drunken Waltz. Number 9 in the race is Olympic Express, a chance in the race as well. Olympic Express, ridden by the previous jockey who won the previous race, J.C. Marwing. This one performed quite well last start, beating Precision and Dashing Winner. Very smart.